Hey guys, this is Dan with Gears and Gadgets. Thanks for tuning in. So, I've got to come clean about why I haven't been on the bike in a few months. You guys haven't seen a lot of content. So, something pretty serious happened that kind of kept me off the bike, and I want to share that now. I witnessed a really bad motorcycle wreck to the point where I actually thought I had watched somebody die right in front of me, and literally right in front of me. I wasn't recording video at the time, but I did have my audio recorder going. So, let me just kind of play for you guys really what was going and going on in my helmet at the time of this accident. Oh shit. Hey, you okay? You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay, but I
just sit down. Just sit on the thing here.
There's a fire truck right there.
Yep. Thank you. Yep, go. You're good.
You feel broken at all, or?
No, I feel okay.
You all right?
Let these guys talk to you then.
Yeah.
Feeling okay? Like head, neck, and everything else?
The guy who crashed, good rider. What had happened was I got separated, and a good group will have somebody leading the pack and somebody picking up the tail end of the pack, and also have somebody in the middle of the pack in case there's any separation that happens, so that people like me who aren't super familiar with the area can pull off and wait for somebody to come up behind them, and then just fall in line and keep on following, and you'll end up back with your main group. So that's what happened to me. I ended up by myself. I had no idea where I was, so I just pulled off the road, waited for somebody else to come up behind me, and I actually just waved them on, and they came up, and I just fell in behind. So it was just me and this dude, and you know, we weren't really going ham. We were going through the twisties, and we were probably, you know, hitting the corners at maybe like 30 miles an hour, at the straights maybe like 50. Nothing like super crazy. Spirited riding, but certainly nothing that was like, you know, butt pucker kind of moments. But what happened was, as we're coming up to this corner, I knew dude was going too fast. No doubt in my mind. And that's when you hear me start saying, "Oh shit!" You know, I just knew what I was about to witness, and so I watched him throw the bike into the corner, right? And everybody always says, like, "Oh, give it more." I'm going to tell you right now, from what I was watching, dude leaned the bike over, and if he leaned it over anymore, he was going to low side it. That's my take on it. So what he did was he gave the bike everything he could. He leaned into that corner, and when he realized he was going to blow that corner, he stood it up and kind of like, at that point you're deciding, do I lean the bike over more and low side, or do I stand it up and aim for what I'm going to try not to hit? And that's what he did. So I think he made the right decision to stand the bike up, and I watched him go straight into the end of that guardrail. When I watched that, I thought that I had just watched somebody die. The series of events was lean the bike over, nope, not going to make it, stand it up, and when he stood it up, coming around that blind corner was a fire truck, and that fire truck probably missed him, I'm going to say by 2 feet. Maybe because of my recollection of events, maybe it was 10 feet. I really don't know, but it was close enough to say that it was no more than 10 feet. If he would have been hit by that truck, probably be dead. Now, the other thing is, had he have stayed in that corner any more than he did and tried to lean the bike over, if he delayed even a split second, that would have either caused him to low side and have the bike kick out, or even wait a split second before he stood it up, would have got hit by that truck or gone underneath it regardless. Now, pretty much like my memory of that event, like I watched the bike impact the guardrail, which was just a big poof, and then the fire truck coming across kind of blocked my vision of what was happening at that moment. But honestly, at that point, I wasn't even paying attention to what was happening in front of me. In the accident sense, when I started saying shit, I was already getting on the brakes and not really paying attention to what the impact was. I was just focused on get myself stopped and try to help this dude. That's kind of why I haven't ridden in a while. When you witness that kind of thing, you know, I've got a 6-year-old daughter. You know, if it doesn't make you think and get in your head for whatever reason, then you probably shouldn't be riding at all. It's one of those things where it certainly makes you question mortality. And riding motorcycles is dangerous. It took me a little while. Now, also understand, it's been 115 degrees out for the last couple months, so I used to ride in that all the time. I've also switched to working from home, so I don't really have commuting involved anymore. But today I was sitting there and I'm thinking, you know, I haven't ridden in like 2 months, and I could use the heat as an excuse, but I've never done that before. So I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, I think this accident is really sticking with me more than I'm giving my own self, you know, credit for, you know, getting in my own head, essentially. It was really rough to watch. I thought I was watching a dude die. So now what happened with me at that moment was, you know, I got the bike stopped and I was only focused on getting over to dude. So what happened now after I watched that impact and I come, you know, to a stop, is I pull off to the side of the road, and I wasn't really even paying attention, but the road was banked so much that when I put the side stand down and leaned the bike over, it was still basically standing straight up, and it just fell right over to the guardrail. The only thing that went through my head in that split second was like, oh, don't get yourself, like, that dude's more important. Don't get yourself in a bind trying to get over there. So all of the timing of this, I got over to him within 30 seconds. I just left the bike up against the guardrail, didn't even care. And I got across the street over to the guy in 30 seconds. Now, mind you, he almost got hit by a fire truck. Where we were located at that point in time, I don't know if we had any cell service, to be honest with you. We were like up in the mountains, so I'm thinking like, man, good thing that we were in that spot with that fire truck that almost killed him, because now they're there to help and get other people there. By the time I get across the street, he's like standing up. Now, this guy, I think, just face planted over the bars into the guardrail, and I'm shocked that he's even standing. And all I can see is his visor's gone, and he had basically blood running down the side of his face, and he looked so far through me that I could tell, like, brain-wise, he wasn't there at all. I mean, he was looking straight through me, and I'm like, dude, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. So within like 2 minutes, I want to say it was, the fire truck, the crew came walking up, you know, because it was a motorcycle accident. They did require that he get airlifted. Since then, this guy has made a full recovery, to the best of my knowledge. I've actually had some conversation with him. I reached out afterwards to help fill in the blank on some things that had happened. He did share it on his social, which is a big part of why I feel okay talking about this now. That's kind of what I experienced. And now, going back to the point about having a 6-year-old, you know, this whole thing, people stop riding for a myriad of reasons, and I don't judge people for it. The whys always change for people, and it's kind of what I went through. And for me, with my 6-year-old, my thing is, you know, teaching about getting back on the horse, so to speak. Sure, you can stop and play it safe and give up something you love, and it's all part of it. Yes, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just wanted to kind of make sure I got back on the bike. I'm not going to give up riding. I love it way too much. The people I've met from this whole channel with the bike, I will forever be grateful for that, and I just can't see giving up. You know, I don't think I'll be pressing the bikes nearly as much as I probably have in the past. guys, with that being said, this was a long-winded video, but I just wanted to get out, ride, share that story with you guys, and explain to you that, come on, green, there we go, and kind of explain to you why you haven't seen motorcycle content from me in a while. So with that being said, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, please hit the subscribe button down below. Remember, likes go a long way to help support the channel. See you guys next time.